Hi, I'm Mike Kirby, and this is my story and how the United Way impacted my life.
As a child, we moved around a lot. My adoptive father worked for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and we were displaced often, 2 or 3 times a year. Though there was a lot of change that I experienced in my childhood, I often found consistency through my participation with the Boy Scouts. In fact, the Boy Scouts made such a foundational impact on my life that I still hold their values and motto true. As a young man, I would go on to join the Marine Corps, work in a family business, and then train to become a paramedic. This role resonated deeply with me and was a gift that I believe I still carry, the ability to recognize and respond to people in need.
I came to Fort Smith in 1996, had a 5-year-old son, was married, just the normal day-to-day life. A year after that, my daughter Miranda was born, and everything was good.
Our ends met and we were living comfortably with 2 children.
A year later, we started to have another pregnancy.
It didn't go like the previous 2.
We went in and they did all the checks and everything, and determined that her placenta was abrupting, and it's going to take McKaylee's life source, away from her.
At this point, we moved forward to an emergency C-section, and at just 26 weeks along,
when they took her out, she was like this big. My wedding ring would fit on her wrist, to give you kind of an idea of how small she was. Lifeless. She didn't make one movement. And then her arm went like that. And I knew there was hope.
Kaylee's fragile body, underdeveloped lungs, swelling brain ventricles, and failing retinas. She fought through surgeries and weeks on the ventilator. After 2 months at Children's Hospital Little Rock, she came home with her mother by her side. I was left to continue to juggle work, the other 2 kids, and a crushing weight of lost income.
I felt like I was sinking. So our friend, he knew about the United Way and suggested that I give them a call. I didn't know what that looked like at that time, but I was out of options. So that was where I turned to next. They were there. They were able to help me get back on track again. And without that, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it out of that.
From the basic needs such as housing and utilities, United Way agencies were there to provide stability for our family in our time of crisis.
In 1999, December 13th, 1999, I came to work for Baldor. From the first time that I was sitting, as the safety manager in the audience when you guys came to the die casting plant and said, does anyone know someone that has been affected by United Way or anything like that? And I'm looking around, I'm like, surely not just me. From that point on, it was just a responsibility, to share that story, let people know that the money's not being thrown away. It's going to a good cause. 100% of all donations or contributions that you make or donations that you make go to the community. And that is because of our former CEO, Roland S. Borum Jr., or as we all like to call him, Raleigh. His contributions made it to where all the United Way's cost and overhead and salaries are paid for from now on.
Over the years, I've supported the United Way through payroll donations and volunteering, just believing it was the right thing to do. But when I unexpectedly needed their help, I truly understood life's vulnerability and was deeply grateful that through the United Way, our community was there to help me.
So don't be afraid to ask for help, and definitely don't be afraid to give it.